Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video, inshallah, we will continue in debunking Dan Gibson's so-called evidences which he uses to support his silly theory that Islam started in Petra. Let's get into it. Dan Gibson's next great evidence is this.
There is a story told by all of the early biographers of Muhammad. It concerns Abdullah, Muhammad's father. He was working in the field one day and he came home with dirt on his hands. He went into his first wife and said, "Lie with me," but she refused because he was dirty. So he went out, washed off the soil, went into his next wife, Amina. She conceived, and in this way Muhammad was born. What is important to us about this story is that all of the early writers use the same word for the dirt on Abdullah's hands. They all use an Arabic word for soil, especially the soil of a cultivated plot or field. The problem is, there is no cultivatable land near Mecca. However, when we come to Petra, we discover that Petra had water, fields, and trees.
As usual, let's go and have a look at the account that Dan Gibson is using. The word used in this account is teen. Now, is teen translated as cultivating land, as Dan Gibson claims? Let's go to the English translation of Sirat ibn Hisham. Here is the English translation. It says, when he had been working in clay. So it doesn't say he had been working in a cultivating land.
He was working in the field one day. They all use an Arabic word for soil, especially the soil of a cultivated plot or field.
So clearly, Dan Gibson didn't get this cultivating land translation from any of the Cira books. So probably he went into the Arabic word and reinterpreted it. So let's go and check if this reinterpretation or this translation of the word teen is accurate. Does the word teen mean soil, especially the soil of a cultivating land? First of all, let's go to Arabic dictionaries. The most common translation for the word teen is soil mixed with water. So any soil mixed with water can be called teen in Arabic. Now let's go to the Holy Quran. The word teen is mentioned in the Holy Quran 12 times. In all of them, without any exception, the meaning is always clay or mud. Let's take some examples. Clay, 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 clay. Now let's go to the Hadith. The word is mentioned in so many Hadiths, and none of them is talking about a cultivating land. They all talk about either mud or clay. I couldn't find any instance where the word teen is used to refer to a cultivating soil, as Dan Gibson claimed. Let's go and Google the word teen in Arabic and let's see what we get. Do we get images of cultivating land? Look at these things. Do they look like cultivating land? These are just soil mixed with water. Any soil mixed with water is called teen, which is mud or clay. Let's look at this one. Is this a cultivating land, or is it just a soil mixed with water? Now, before ending, let's explain what the hadith is talking about. The hadith is saying that Abdullah was working in teen. If it wasn't a cultivating land, then what was it that Abdullah, the father of Prophet Muhammed ﷺ, was working in? Simple. In those days, they used to build houses with clay. So if Abdullah, the father of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, was building a house then he was working in tin. Also, the plates and other stuff they were using were made of clay, which is called pottery. So if the father of Prophet Muhammad was working in this business, we can say he was working in a tin. So Dan Gibson ignored the English translation of Ibn Ishaq, ignored the Arabic dictionaries, ignored the Quran, ignored all the hadiths, ignored all these websites on the internet, but chose his own convenient, self-served translation of the word tin. This is the definition of desperation, and this is the only way Dan Gibson can ever find anything to support his argument with. Anyways, that's all for today. See you soon with another video debunking Dan Gibson's Petra nonsense. Thank you so much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.